Hello, fellow Movie Crusaders, and welcome to another episode as I am reviewing the horror whodunit film Werewolves Within. Werewolves Within is based off of a video game, like a VR video game that's on PlayStation and other consoles. And the main premise that you get from the Werewolves Within is about a small town where a storm is hit and everyone's kind of hunkered down, and there's a werewolf on the loose, and it's up to you in the game to figure out who the werewolf is, where in case in this movie, you're watching the characters try to figure out who done it or who the werewolf is. This movie's been out for about a week now. It was released in theaters and then got dropped digitally on Friday. So I had to wait for the digital release because my theaters around me didn't have this film. But this is definitely a movie that I've actually been pretty excited to see for about the past month since I saw the initial trailer, because I really like the cast that they got in this film. It's led by Sam Richardson, who I literally just talked about in the Tomorrow War review. I like Sam Richardson. Everything that I've seen him in, he's either really, really on, or he's kind of subdued, kind of put in the background to the leads in the film. But this is his movie. He is basically playing the lead in this film, and I think Sam Richardson does a great job leading this film and keeping the rest of the cast basically kind of in line and working. He plays Finn Wheeler, who is this new park ranger who is basically joined this town. He meets to me, one of the reasons why I really wanted to watch the movie was Milana Weintraub. I know I'm saying this wrong, but many people know her as the girl from the AT&T commercials. I've watched her in other things as well. I love this actress. I think she's adorable. She's incredibly funny. And I'm so happy to see her as a lead in a film. And I hope this broadens her out for more and more and more roles. Another person that I saw that made me incredibly happy was Harvey Guillen, who plays Joachim Wilson. Many people will know him from What We Do in the Shadows, who he is amazing in What We Do in the Shadows, like Guillermo. And then for anyone who watches Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, he had a short run on that as well. Rest of the cast, Michaela Watkins. I've always found her to be a great actress and hilarious. She was most recently on the TV show The Unicorn, among others in this film. This is a great comedic cast who are thrown into this potential storyline of being trapped in a small town with no power and a werewolf being on the loose, and you trying to figure out through this film who in this town is the werewolf. Each character is unique in their own way and has their own kind of little subplots and stories and characters. You've got the gay couple with Harvey Guillen and was it Shani Jackson? I'm probably saying his name wrong. Who plays Devin? I think they're funny together. They're the funny gay couple who's kind of rich and snarky. Milana, she plays the male woman, Cecily. Like I said, you have Sam, who plays the ranger. You've got Sarah Burns and George Basil, who plays Gwen and Marcus, who are kind of the weirdo mechanic couple who are really over the top. You've got Michael Chernus, who plays Pete, who's married to Michaela Watkins's Trisha, where Trisha is just this really weird woman who likes making crafts, and Michael's Pete is very kind of womanizing, flirts with all the women to the point where it's uncomfortable. You got Catherine Curtin, who plays Janine, who owns the kind of the inn or the like bed and breakfast kind of place in the town. And then you got Wayne Duvall, who plays Sam Parker, who is this guy who's coming in to try and do a pipeline in the town, which would inevitably cut down the forest. And then Rebecca Henderson plays Dr. Ellis, who's basically she's an environmentalist who's there for the same reasons that Mr. Parker is, but she's trying to stop the pipeline. And then you got Glenn Fleshler, who plays Emerson, who's like the weird hermit guy who lives in the woods who will shoot you if you walk on his land. All these characters, like I said, unique in their own way. They bring their own type of comedy. They bring their own type of story elements that either meshes really well with the rest of the cast or can kind of be a little annoying and you're kind of waiting for them to either die or disappear off screen for a little bit. it's kind of a yin and yang. The main two, obviously Sam Richardson and Milana Ventrub, are the two main leads. They're fantastic together. Their chemistry, their banter, their comedy back and forth works really well in this film. The whodunit definitely keeps you guessing throughout the whole film. I'm sure some people probably will figure it out from the very beginning, and if you do, good on you. I probably figured it out about 3/4 of the way through, but even when we did get the official reveal of who is it and who the werewolf is, it still does a fantastic job of giving that introduction and making it work for the film. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. There are some great little, comedic timing jokes. There's some great dialogue. Yes, some characters are a little too over the top annoying to the point where you kind of just want them to go away, but they need to be there because a lot of them are fodder for this werewolf in the town. I really, really enjoyed this film. I had a blast watching it, and I hope Sam Richardson, who's actually getting a lot of work, but gets kind of more put up in the spotlight for this film, and of course Milana, I hope she gets more roles, and she can maybe kind of, not that I don't love seeing her on the AT&T commercials like 1,000 times a day, but I'd love to see her get elevated more to a movie star actress. We start seeing her more and more. The film overall, like I said, I had a blast watching it. Anyone who kind of likes a mystery horror kind of aspect of a film, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I think for rental, it's like $7. Definitely worth the price of admission or price of rental. So it's definitely something I would definitely recommend. I think you guys are going to enjoy it a lot. The small town aspect, I think, works really well for this kind of story. And like I said, it's a really solid cast all the way throughout. So going to my overall score, I'm going to give Werewolves Within an 83%, which is a B grade. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth this $7 rental. If you can see it in theaters in your area, definitely go out and check it out in theaters. I don't think you guys will be disappointed. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys did, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button to the channel so you guys stay up to date with all the latest videos pop up on the Movie Crusaders. Of course, don't forget to follow us on all the social media outlets you see below. Coming up next, we have a review for the Steven Soderbergh crime film No Sudden Move. And of course, this upcoming week, we've got we're going to be doing our half-year review of the movies with rankings with me and Brian Michaels. We're also going to be having a Weekend Crusaders halfway through the year kind of review as well. And then, of course, we'll be back next Friday with the latest episode of the Weekend Crusaders, where we will go over 5 movies that came out during that weekend in movie history. Until next time, in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, your Crusaders.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.